Scale modeling isn't exactly a cheap hobby, but it's about to get a lot more expensive if you live in the United States. You've probably noticed the price of kits, supplies, paints, things like that starting to creep up at your favorite retailers. And now, as of this week, you can't even order stuff from a lot of overseas manufacturers. That's because of tariffs and the end of something called the de minimis exemption, something you've probably heard about in the news lately. So let's break down what that means for our hobby and what we can do to help keep modeling somewhat affordable. Most of the kits we love, whether they're Tamiya, Dragon, Takom, anything like that, are manufactured overseas. And when these products are imported, tariffs get added to the bill. A tariff is basically a tax on goods entering the United States, and right now, those import taxes are being passed on to us directly as consumers. Anyone who's made an order from someone like, say, Ammo by MiG or AK Interact may have noticed an add-on from DHL or FedEx or whoever the shipping service is that sent that to you. That's the tariffs at work. For modeling products, tariffs can add anywhere from 10 to 25% on top of the original price, depending on the category and the country it's coming from. That's a huge jump for something as specialized as plastic kits or acrylic paint. And because scale modeling is such a niche hobby, companies don't have a lot of wiggle room. It's hard for most of them just to absorb the cost and not pass it on to the consumer, so it ends up on the price tag. Now here's the other big change that's going to affect scale modelers, the end of the de minimis exemption. For years, if you ordered modeling supplies directly from overseas, say a shop in Japan or Hong Kong or Poland or Spain, wherever, packages under $800 often slip through without extra duties or customs fees. But now, those exemptions are gone. That means even a $40 set of tracks or $50 worth of paints and pigments can be hit with additional taxes, processing fees, and customs paperwork, making direct from overseas shopping a lot more expensive than it used to be. What's worse is right now, a lot of countries have suspended all shipments to the United States while they try to figure out what the hell is going on with this de minimis exemption. So, for instance, if you try to order anything from Spain right now, the Spanish Postal Service isn't shipping anything to the United States. If you try to order anything from Poland, say from like VMS, you can't get that. And it says right there at the top of the VMS website, shipments to the United States aren't happening right now. At some point, countries will start shipping to the United States again. We don't know when that's going to happen. We don't know what costs are going to be added on top of that. So right now, we just kind of have to wait it out. And as for the rising costs of the hobby, there's a few things we can do right now as hobbyists to help mitigate some of those price increases we're seeing. Number one, support your local hobby shops or your favorite online US-based retailer. Supporting either of those two sources is going to keep you from getting a surprise bill from the shipping company, making your $50 order, $100 order, or whatever the math is on these things. In some cases, retailers stocked up ahead of the tariffs, so you're still able to get some products at pre-tariff prices from them. Plus, supporting your local hobby shop in these trying economic times is going to help keep them in business and keep some money in your community. Number two, shop secondhand. Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay, local swap meets, flea markets. Those are all great places to find kits that people didn't want, and you don't have to pay any import tariffs or anything like that on them. Number three, plan ahead and bundle. These costs aren't going down anytime soon, so if you are making some orders, stock up. Make it worth your while. Take the shipping cost now before it gets even more expensive 3 months, 6 months, a year from now. Number four, share and trade with other modelers. If you have a local hobbyist group or even a statewide hobbyist group, join it. Make some friends, find people to trade gear and equipment with. It'll save you some money. Number five, refurb your old models. I have a lot of kits on the shelf that I started with several years ago that could be a lot better. Strip the paint, start over again. Now they won't be as pristine as a fresh built model right out of the box, but it's a good way to build your skills and enjoy the hobby. Tariffs and the end of the de minimis exemption are going to make this hobby more expensive, period. I wish I had better news to share. I wish there was some kind of certainty on the horizon where we knew when we can expect overseas shipments again or when these price increases might sunset, but it's just not happening. However, with some smart planning and a few hacks, we can keep modeling fun and affordable.